what did you think of the judges' critique?
Well, they're all wankers and I hate their guts. So yeah, that's that. Not getting an all-stars cheers. I'm going to go.
Brilliant, that's all we got. Interview closed. Hello, Anubis. How are you, my angel?
I'm good, baby. How are you?
I'm good. I'm feeling fabulous. Also, well done for being on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Thank you. I mean, we filmed it so bloody long ago now. It's all a bit surreal. But yeah, watching it yesterday was a bit of a pinch me moment, really. But I think they're all fantastic. Do you know what I mean? Can I say funny on PopBuzz? I just did.
You can say what you want, to be deadly honest. They have me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean, darling. I do.
Well, Anubis, we want to find out what you really think about your fellow queens here on the Drag Race Yearbook. So we're going to be asking you some questions about your time on the show, as well as asking you to nominate your fellow queens in our juicy, plump yearbook categories.
Juicy and plump, just like me, darling. Do you know what I mean? Juicy and plump. My two middle names.
But the only rule is you can't nominate yourself.
Oh, it's all right, babe. I wouldn't anyway. I'm first out. Do you know what I mean? The only title I'd be getting is worst dressed, apparently. So.
First out, legendary.
Truly iconic. Do you know what I mean?
Like,
give me a repeater badge for that alone. Thank you, RuPaul. Cheers.
There we go.
Category is Shadiest Queen.
I'm going to have to go with my lovely homegirl, KV, Crystal Versace. She knows how to throw a one-liner. She's a cheeky, naughty girl, and she knows it. She's splendid, but bloody hell does she have a sharp tongue. And it's lovely, do you know what I mean? Especially if you've been locked down for a while, that tongue does come in handy. Dirty. You're being dirty, why she don't do it.
I literally think you're crazy, and I love it. I love everything. Do you remember what it was like going in the workroom for the first time?
I mean, I remember seeing RuPaul and just being very intimidated, very scared and wanting to cry. But no, the runway was amazing. Walking into the workroom was phenomenal. But I've been watching the show for like, 7 or 8 years? So it was literally a dream come true, regardless of the outcome.
I have to say, your entrance line really killed me.
Oh, good.
Queen of the Pyramids, but I ain't no geezer.
I ain't no geezer.
Crying. I went, yeah. That's the one. That's the one.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Obviously, we've been in a whole massive pandemic and you filmed during lockdown. How was it like getting ready? Because I can't imagine the stress you lot must have been under.
It was one of those things where it was like, it was obviously incredible. Do you know what I mean? Like getting the call for the show, you're like, bloody hell, I actually have to do this now, regardless of how shit or amazing I am. So the fact that we had, there were no stores to get fabric, you couldn't go to a fitting because it was illegal. I mean, you found that out in episode 1, darling, didn't you? When all my clothes didn't fit, Christ. And we were put in the hotel for isolation and we had unlimited Pringles and chocolate. I put on so much weight in the isolation. It was fabulous. I don't regret a thing. Honestly, fuck it. The Pringles are worth it. But yeah, no. It was difficult because it was like preparing for the hardest show in the hardest circumstances, but I don't regret it. Do you know what I mean? I think it just made the whole experience more stressful, but a lot more memorable. So who cares?
See,
you know what I mean?
What do they say about pressure making diamonds and all that?
Not a clue.
Me neither.
Category is Class Clown.
Oh, Theresa May. Theresa May, hands down. As she said, she is the spiciest, silliest sausage you'll ever meet. She's such a bloody laugh, do you know what I mean? She's got so many one-liners. She's so quick-witted. She's such a legend.
She had me from her entrance line to what's the best thing about Newcastle?
It's my boyfriend's dick.
Everything was just so spot on.
She is one of my favourite drag queens in the universe. She's so talented.
So obviously we have our first AFAB Queen of the competition. The girls looked delighted, like we were all delighted as well when Victoria walked in. And what was that moment like?
When I walked in and I saw Vic, I was like, oh my God, she has been a massive inspiration to me. I've loved Victoria for the last year and a half. And I was actually a bit of a fangirl. So I used to message Victoria like, oh, I love you. Congratulations on 10,000 followers. And now she's got something stupid, 70,000 at the moment. Do you know what I mean? But no, Victoria has been a huge drag inspiration. She is one of the campest, silliest people. And she just knows exactly how to turn a look.
You know what? Who doesn't love a queen who loves to have a laugh and a bit of a drink? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you're looking at her. Do you know what I mean? You're in the club, Vic. Get in line, darling. Okay.
Back of the queue. There's hundreds waiting.
Well, there's 11 in front of me. Do you know what I mean?
So obviously you're 19, babes.
Yes.
Well, are you 20 now?
I'm 20 now, but at the time of filming, for filming purposes, I'm
19.
always 19. Yeah.
Obviously, RuPaul seemed very impressed that you were only 19. Like, I think the nation was impressed because at 19, I was cooking noodles and sausages in a bowl with ketchup. Like, I had nothing. How was that experience knowing that you're competing against so many other, like, queens and I was going to say kings, and I was like, oh, get kings on the show. Not yet,
but they're bloody well.
But we're going to be. Absolutely.
Please.
RuPaul better be watching this.
I'm sure he is, because he's such a big fan of mine. I'm sure he's tuned in to see all the funny things I have to say.
Fan of yours? You mean fan of mine?
Oh, bloody hell, I've been told. See you later, Yshee. I'm off to get cancelled.
No, what was it like being around so many experienced queens?
I knew quite a lot of them before going in, because I know, even though my age, I've still been on the music industry and the drag industry for a while. So I've got lots of experience in music and theatre. That's always been, you know, my career for the last like 7 or 8 years. But yeah, I think being around so many queens that all do something different, and we're all different ages. You know, you've got me and Crystal, who were 19 at the time, and then you've got Ella and Ronnie, who are like mid-30s now. And it's like, obviously, it's not a wide age range, but in terms of like the Drag Race fandom, it's one of the seasons that's really, really diverse in terms of skill set. And you know, we all bring something different. But I think my age sometimes holds me back because I think people underestimate me and they expect a certain thing from me because they think, you know, because I'm young, I've got to be skinny and fashiony and, you know, a certain fit the mold. But I'm very camp, I'm very performance-led, I'm a singer. Like divas is like the heart of my drag, you know, campy divas and wackiness and silliness. That's always been what my drag's been about. So yeah, I think people just assume because I'm young, I've got to be kind of, you know, an Aquaria or a Gigi Good. As much as I love that, I'm no fucking good at it. As you saw in episode 1, do you know what I mean? I'm not good at cinching the waist and tucking the... Thanks, Yshee. I was just fishing for compliments. Really.
Category is Best Look.
Oh, do you know what? Like, I know this is such a pageant answer, but I really, really love them for all different reasons.
Oh,
like, I love...
Yeah, I love
know.
all of them, don't you? Yeah. You know,
I'm trying to get the Miss Congeniality. I've got to win something. So I'd say my top 3 looks, because I'm going to be one of those girls, were probably Victoria, Crystal and Charity. Victoria's was my fave in terms of campiness and just like the creativity. I think Charity had such an incredible look.
The creations, I was like, how did everyone fit all of these outfits in these suitcases?
I don't get it. Like, genuinely, my wigs, they took up half of my luggage allowance for that show. So I had no room for these bloody dresses. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm wearing a fishtail gown, because the fucking wig's still. Jesus, do you know what I mean?
Well, you spoke movingly about what the sea creatures outfit meant to you. What have the responses been like?
Yeah, do you know what? It has been like really overwhelmingly lovely, because I think when you're on that show, you just expect the worst, you know, especially being like a young queer person who is, you know, of Egyptian heritage, and I'm also non-binary and I'm bisexual. I'm all these minorities in one person. So I feel like part of me was really worried that there was going to be a lot of backlash for me, just from like the fandom in general, but everything has been so lovely, so welcoming, so accepting, and everyone's just been really, really nice, and hopefully it stays that way, but we'll see. Do you know what I mean?
No,
like,
it's good. I think we're so used to like Drag Race having like such a backlash.
Yeah,
but really we don't focus on sometimes the positive things, and it's great. It's great to hear that you had a positive experience, because I think it's a very controversial thing. But what did you think of the judges' critiques? Because I was a bit like,
In what way? Explain, Yshee, explain.
No, this is like my interview. This is your interview, Miss Thing. Don't worry about me.
You cheeky girl. Well, you're a bloody naughty lady, you are. You know what you're doing. I would have to say, you know, whatever the judges say goes, do you know what I mean? Like, even if there's things I agree with, I don't agree with, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. It's RuPaul's decision at the end of the day, and I don't think he got it. I don't think he understood what I was trying to do, and that's perfectly fine. You know, drag and art and creativity is subjective. So, you know, it is what it is, and I just kind of listened to it, and I was like, fair enough, babe, you know.
What a lovely pageant answer. Oh, what a lovely...
Well, that, and they're all wankers, and I hate their guts. So, yeah, that's that. Not getting an all-star, so thanks for that, Yshee. Cheers. I'm going to go
Brilliant,
now.
that's all we got.
Category is Biggest Drama Queen.
Oh, I've got to go with Charity Case. I love her to bits, but crikey. I feel like there's so much of that experience where she's like, you know, just getting ready and she's focused. But yeah, I'd say Charity's got to be my biggest drama queen off the top of my head. Mind you, they are all quite moany and weird, really. I don't really like any of them. Anyway, I'll follow them all.
You were in the lip sync. When you lip sync, I feel like it's just a whole heap of emotions. Obviously, you saw Electra flipping and dipping and turning and twisting and doing the absolute most. Did you feel like prepared? Were you a bit like, oh? What was going through your mind?
Right. Well, as you can imagine, I am a nimble young lady. However, when you're wearing an orange fishtail gown that cuts at the knee, it's quite hard to do the splits. It's quite hard to do a death drop. Not that I'm really known for that anyway. You know, I'm much more of a singing-led campy girl. But when I saw at the corner of my eye Electra doing all the splits, I was like, right, well, nice knowing you. See you soon. No, but she's just a powerhouse. She's so incredible. The way that she moves is genuinely like, I would love to study the way she performs because she just feels the music. She's such a legend. But yeah, I absolutely shat my pants because I was like, well, I've now got to either try and do the splits in this dress with a squid on my head, or I can give it a bit of comedy. And I went with the comedy and still went home. Do you know what I mean? So who gives a shit? I've got lipstick smudged down now as well. How embarrassing.
Oh, well, I was going to tell you, but I thought, actually, you know what? You might as well start checking.
You fucking loser. Well, I'm the loser, but you fucking loser.
Category is Miss Congeniality.
Oh, there's so many amazing queens. I'm going to have to say the one that's in my heart and that's been there for me the most is Victoria Scone. She's an absolutely amazing friend, so I think she's got to be my Miss Congeniality.
Okay, that's nice. I would agree with that as well.
Yeah.
Not like anyone cares what I think, but I will just let you know that I agree.
I care what you think.
Oh, thank you. But there's been some talk online about the first out season. You know, someone's out first all the time, but they always come back again. Would you be down to come back again?
Look, you know, if there was a huge petition where everyone was signing it and, you know, I happened to create it and I set the whole thing up, you know, I wouldn't be opposed. No, you know, I would go to that show in a heartbeat. You know, I feel like I didn't get a real chance to show you the things that I'm capable of. I didn't get a chance to show you the talents that I have, so I would definitely go back. But I don't think they'd want me back, really, because I am such a pain in the arse, and I really smell. So it's not the best promo, Yshee, so don't include that.
No, they had Yshee Black back, so you never know.
Well, you're naughty. You're pitting us Brighton queens against each other, and you're rude.
There's so much talent in Brighton, though, so it's nice to see you all fight for once.
Well, bloody, I'll tell that to the judges. You know what I mean? Talent in Brighton. You can.
I know, right? It's like they cast, but they're like, why are you sending them first? Come on.
I know. Well, maybe on season 4, either I'll come back for a chin wag, or they'll get somebody new and they'll storm through the competition. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Either way, it's great.
So finally, we need the yearbook quote. What quote would you like to be remembered by? And it can be absolutely anything.
A shrimp is camp. That's what I'm going for.
A shrimp is camp.
Because they are. I think shrimps are camp. And anyone who disagrees, I'm blocking you immediately.
Shrimps are camp.
Shrimps are
Everyone
camp.
get the memo.
Quickly. Block, block, block.
Well, what's next for you, Anubis? What's going on? What's happening?
I'm doing a bit of everything, really. I'm doing a bit of Scotland, a bit of Newcastle. You can find me at, obviously, all the viewing parties. But mainly, I want to focus on my music. I might have a single coming out sometime soon. Who knows? Oh, bit of a tease for PopBuzz. But yeah, I want to focus on my music, focus on performing, and hopefully getting to tour and meet all of the lovely people that are just so supportive online. So that's my goal. But yeah.
Oh, that's so amazing. I honestly can't wait for you to dominate. You're so amazing, and I'm glad that the world cannot dominate.
You dirty bastard! Why is she? This isn't a Tinder date, darling. This is an interview. Keep it professional.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what?
It can be if you pay the right price, babe. You know what I mean?
Oh, you know I ain't got no money. What you about?
Clearly, I can tell by the dress, babe.
You really should have got Shadiest Queen. You really.
Well, there's still time. There's 11 other bitches to go. No, I won't get voted for. They've all forgotten me by now.
Oh, no. No one could ever forget you. I've tried.
Oh, you dirty bastard. I hate you. I love you.
Thank you so much. You've been amazing. You're going to storm all of the UK. And I can't wait for me and you to get together and have a nice little chin wag. Go out for a drink. You're paying because you got the Drag Race money. But, you know.
Could have fooled me, sweet cheeks, with that bank account. Do you know what I mean? I thought it'd come swimming in, but I'm in 20 grand down.
Oh, God, bloody hell. Bloody hell.
I'm not really. I've got many campaigns coming because I'm very, very famous now.
That's why you're still going to buy me the drinks. But
I will, always.
Oh, yes, you got it on camera. Yeah. But I love you so much. Take care, have a great time, and I will definitely be seeing you shortly.
Oh,
Take
please,
care,
baby.
babe.
I love you. See you soon, baby.
Bye.
Bye, good.